What's up, guys? So this is going to be my basically a 6-month review of this 2021 Rmax 1000 XTR edition. I bought it new in September of 21 and it is now February of 22. So right there is 6 months. Just figured I'd give everybody a walk around and a review of the machine for anybody interested in purchasing one. Main reason I went with the XTR was just, well, for one, it was the only thing that was available when I was ready to get one. They were pretty scarce when I decided I actually wanted to buy one, and this was only one I could find. Which I like the XTR anyway. I like the green and black, color scheme. Haven't had any issues with it. I've done the initial service on it. That is a little bit of a pain, but it's not terrible. Great machine, plenty of power for what it is. I do wish the seats reclined a little bit more. It's a more upright seating position. For any of you guys looking for a sportier feel, this might not be it. I have seen people make some brackets that go in here and extend this out for bigger people. Extend it out about that far so that you can recline the seats a little bit, but that does compromise the structural integrity of your roll cage. But that is an option if you just make you 2 plates, extend this back maybe 1 inch, 2 inches. I mean, anything will help. But other than that, I really have no complaints. The XTR comes with the Warn winch, comes with your D mode switch with Sport, Trail, and Crawl, which changes your throttle response. It comes with the Magellan Pro, or the Adventure Pro, and there's your winch rocker switch. That is pretty much the only difference between this and the base model. The base model does not come with the D mode switch, and it does not come with Adventure Pro. My thoughts on Adventure Pro: if you're not going to use it, if you're not going to use the maps feature, there is really no point in having it, because at that point it is just a glorified gauge cluster, basically. And even if you wanted something for maps, you could always just mount a tablet in here. I've seen people do that as well. But that's how I got mine set up. Gear selector, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, RPM, coolant temp, and battery voltage. And there's options in here too for different gauges. You can set it up however you want. But yeah. And the limited edition does come with door speakers. The SSV stereo kit has a radio mounted right here. There's your holes for it too. If you wanted to do that after the fact, you could. But yeah, pretty nice storage. Cup holders, got a couple little storage pockets there. Nice glove box. You got a cigarette lighter port right there, and then you actually have a USB right there. Nice little storage box there. I like the soft touch points they put in the cab. They're very well placed for your knees. I do like that. The steering wheel is nice and soft. Feels good on the hands. Everything in here feels great. You have multiple options for rocker switches. Whatever you could think to put on here, you could do it. XTR does come with the rearview mirror. The doors are very nice. They close great. They don't rattle. I like the door handle being on the inside because then you don't have to worry about it being all muddy if you got to grab it from the outside. The mud coverage is not the best on these, but very nice doors. There are a couple companies finally making upper doors for these. I know there's a company in Alaska that's making them. Can't remember the name. And then Unique Off-Road Products is also making some upper doors. And there is the worn winch that comes with the XTR. It is a VRX 4500. Can't get that wire, I wouldn't show you, but it's a VRX 4500. I put these shackles in here. I think pretty sure that was a 1/2 inch. They do rattle a little bit, but it gives you somewhere to hook to up here if you need to get pulled out or somebody else has to winch you. They are it's nice to have some tie down points up here. And then the Rmaxes come with these Fox QS3s. It's got 3 different positions: soft, medium, and firm. I keep them in 2 just because I don't really mess around with it too much. It's got the nice LED strips right there, LED headlights as well. Cut that off. The reason I went with the Rmax, let's go ahead and talk about that. I was dead set on a Honda Talon. That's what I wanted. And then Yamaha came out with this. And I do a lot of hunting too and everything else, and I liked the idea of having a dump bed that I could use as well if I needed it. So that is the main thing that drew me to the Rmax, was that you have a hydraulically assisted dump bed. So this machine is literally the best of both worlds. It's got the same amount of horsepower as the Talon that I was looking at, but you can also use it for work. So that was the deciding factor for me on the Rmax. I have seen some people having axle issues and tie rod issues. I haven't had any yet. I also haven't ran it on these tires yet. It's been on the factory carnivores ever since I got it, and I got these tires used from a buddy. They are Interforce 628s, 33 by 8 by 18. Yep. So that's why the wheels are a little scratched up, because they're used, but I didn't care. They were going to get scratched anyway. So, but I have not been on a ride with these tires yet, so we will see. And have not had any tie rod issues yet, knock on wood, but I have seen a lot of people end up bending their tire rods. Eventually I want to do the Bandit tender spring upgrade all around. I think that would help a lot. Like I said in the windshield review, I want to do a Super ATV back glass. You can end up mounting a sound bar right there in between the seats. Some light whips on the back for night riding. Eventually maybe some upper doors. want to do a dyno jet tuner with a Hunter Works tip. I don't want to do a full exhaust. I don't want this thing to be obnoxious. But from all the reviews I've seen, the Hunter Works tip gives it a nice deep throaty tone, so that's basically what I'm looking for. I don't want anything too crazy. But yeah, that's about it. No lift to clear these tires. As you can see, there's plenty of room. Does not rub at all. I have seen people put 35s on these stock with no lift, but eventually I will probably do a 2-inch lift and 35s just for the additional clearance, because where I live here in North Carolina, we go to a lot of mud parks, so it would be nice to have that additional clearance. And then I still have this factory wheels and tires, the carnivores, for, you know, going up to West Virginia and stuff. I don't want to be riding around on these. So and that's about it. If y'all have any questions about it or want me to make a video about anything on this machine, just let me know. Have a good one.